Kiwi here. Thought we'd do a little tutorial for skinning ATS. We're going to do the Western Star 4800 from RTA Mods. You can use paint.net, which is free, easily downloaded. Just use the old Google. Alright, so let's get started. Before we start, on your desktop I recommend creating a new folder, naming it base and skins. This will come into play shortly. Easy enough to do. Right click, new folder, name it base, do another same thing again for skins, easy as that. Okay, so Photoshop, get that open. And create new and custom untitled. For this purpose, tutorial, create, and there we go. So up the file, open, and we're looking for the template, which is on my desktop. Template, big cab, open. There you go, there's your template. Okay, to get us started we need to create a new layer. This will set the base colour of your truck. So, go up here to this fella over here, rectangular marquee, and we will basically, from the top left corner, or whichever corner you prefer, drag that down, holding left click, right click, fill, colour, and then select the colour of your truck. So anything you like, whatever you like. So for today's purpose we'll just go blue. Okay, that is your base colour of your truck. So right click inside, deselect, that sets it. Now to work on the skin behind it, we need to click on layer 1, go up here to opacity. I normally drop it down to about 50%, roughly, wherever. You can go right down if you like, it doesn't really matter. And there you go. So, to work forward from there, layer 2, you need to create a new layer. This allows you to put on it whatever you like. Okay, so for argument's sake, we'll just go down to our little magnifying glass. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, make it a bit easier. And get up here to our lasso tool. Now, pick a point anywhere depending on what you want to do for this purpose. Left click, hold it. Mouse is going to play up on me again. Left click. Now if you hold shift, it'll give you a straight line. Let go of shift. So just go along to wherever you want to go. Left click it. Now if you keep holding shift, it'll give you a perfect 90-degree bend. 90-degree angle, sorry. And if you move it to the side, there's your 45. Still holding shift, go up, left click, back across, still holding shift, up a little bit, and go across there. Now if you let go of shift, you can go pretty much wherever you like. But if you're trying to make uniform stripes, try and work on 90 degrees or 45 degrees. Left click again, still holding shift, there, I'll just go up there a little bit, down there. Now when it's pretty close to being closed off, you'll see the little circle icon pop up. So left click closes it, right click fill, colour again, pick a colour, it'll be whatever colour you like. Let's just go like a silvery colour. Okay, and that is done. Right click inside and we want to deselect. Now rather than starting again, doing the process of going through here and all that sort of stuff, what we'll do is, if you go Control C, then Control V, that copies it. So Control C for copy, Control V for paste. Now that is a direct copy. We can't do anything with it at the moment. So right click, free transform. That allows us to pretty much go wherever we like. But we just need to rotate it, so right click, flip horizontal, excuse me, move it down into place, roughly wherever you want it. You can also use your left, right arrow keys, up and down as well, to get that little bit more fine tuning. But for the sake of this video, we'll just roughly chuck it there and press enter. Now another thing I'd like to do is go back over here to your layer 3, right click, merge down. Now we have a single layer. Alright, just take it a step further, create new layer. It's on layer 3. If we want to put some text on it, we go up here to the top. You can use the presets. That is the size of the font or the size of your text. We'll leave it at 100 for now, and also this is the type of fonts you can use. So that's the type, and that's pretty much what it will look like. So for this purpose we'll leave it there. So selecting text anywhere you like. That is the roof of the sleeper, just on the slightly raised part, and we'll just write on that, nice truck. There you go. Okay, that's done. Now if you want to go a little bit further again, make a new layer. For argument's sake, you want to put a stripe on your guards or something, so you go back to that lasso tool, and we can either do it the same way we did the stripes, or we can go to the next one above it, the marquee tool, line yourself up roughly, holding down the left mouse button, same as we did for highlighting to paint the truck. Drag it down roughly there somewhere. Obviously if you were following this video for tutorial purposes, you'd be a little bit more careful with where you're going with it. So right click, fill, colour, and it's on silver, so we want to keep it the same. If you want to keep it matching the stripes, okay, okay again, right click inside, deselect, and to make the matching pair again, Control C, Control V, right click on it, free transform, and move it up here. Roughly, get it roughly lined up, roughly there, enter. Same thing again, right click on your layer 4, merge down, and again you have a matching layer. One more little thing, we might just go one more. So layer 4, back to the lasso tool, and we'll give this bad boy a black bonnet. Australian thing, well, probably not necessarily an Australian thing, more so for the purpose of cutting glare down out of the cab. And we go right click, fill, colour, colour again. Now we want to make that black. So okay, okay, and done. Right click inside and deselect. Now we need to go back to layer 2, so layer 1, sorry, back to opacity, turn that back to 100%, and this little eyeball next to background, your layer visibility, you need to click on that so that gets rid of it, otherwise it can cause problems later. So to export it, all we need to do, file and save as down in this section, save as. I like to make a copy of this so I can come back and work on it, or you want to make changes to it. Photoshop will keep a copy of it, and you can just pull it straight back in, click the eyeball next to your background, and away you go again. So we'll name this tutorial. I'm just going to highlight and copy that for later, just to save a bit of time. Keep that as a PSD for Photoshop. And yes, I was playing around with that earlier, sorry. Okay, to save as, this time we're going to go down to here and Photoshop DDS. Now I have the DDS plugins for Photoshop, that is why I have that option, but I also do believe you can run it or use PNG as well. I'm not 100% sure, but anywho, okay, so we've got that DDS, save, And once that's done, and it's ready, there we go. So we'll just minimise that. Now we want ETS2 Studio. I've got it open down here. No, I don't. Okay, ETS2 Studio and exe. Get that up and running. Alright, close that. Bring this down a little. Now you can pick a truck, any truck. It doesn't matter. We'll go with the DAF. Skin properties. Now, skin name. Western Star 4800. Now I do believe you can put your skin name after it. I've had a few issues with this, the game reading it and not showing up. So we'll just leave it at that for now. And skin internal name has to be 4800W. Select airbrush, so that's non-changeable. It'll just be as it is as we made it in Photoshop. So we'll make it $1. Now I do believe, just for purpose, if you select mask and metallic, it gives you the option for skin mask. And this is where it gets a little bit more in depth for making metallics and making everything changeable. For that, you just put your skin back in again. It's not the correct way to make full metallics like some of the other guys make, but it's the basic side. So we'll need to go back here for this tutorial and airbrush, set skin as stock. Don't check use alternate UV set. Leave that unchecked. I believe for the W900 you have to have both of those checked. And we'll just uncheck metallic colour. Truck skin. So this is the skin we made. I've just got to find it now, and it should be this fella here. We don't want to do that. So here's our skin. Skin workshop icon. Use default. That's right. That's right. That's right. Everything's all green. And I did sort of make a little bit of a faux pas. When we saved it from Photoshop, I should have taken note of where it was saving to, and you save it to your skins. Makes it easier to find. I think I just asked that more than anything. So export mod, and we're going to name it tutorial. We want to zip, and we want to save it to the base folder we created at the beginning, and there we go, it's in here. So left click on it, right click, extract here, and we go def, double mouse, left click, again, single click to highlight, single click again to edit, and we're naming that 4800W. Enter. Okay, so left click, double click, paint job, double click, 4800W SII, single left click, right click, edit with Notepad. And we're looking for that line there, in between those two full stops. And we're going to name this WS4800. Enter. Up here to the little disk, save, and we can close that. Now, go back to base. I always click on that for some reason, and you just want to highlight those three. Right click. You want to add to archive. Must be .zip, even though we're going to overwrite it. Must have .zip, and we'll just highlight that, right click, paste from earlier, and at the end of that we're going to go .scs. That is your game readable file. Okay, and there we have it. That is our skin. So right click, copy, go to document or wherever your American Truck Simulator is in your mods folder, right click, paste. And as I said, I made one earlier for a test. Place file and a destination. You won't get that prompt, it'll just go straight into your mod folder. So close that. Open the game up. That's my skin I'm running at the moment. So we need to go to profiles, mod manager, and I need to turn, that's my skin there that you just saw, so we turn that off. That's the skin we just made, so double left click, bang, straight into the active mods. Confirm changes. And when it decides to play, load, that's just the one we just removed, because for some reason it won't let you have two skins running at the same time. And there you have it, that is it. If it doesn't show up for you straight away, if you're not running the Western Star straight away, obviously you need to select it. If you've already got it through your company manager or through your truck dealers, so we'll go about to make sure it's showing up in the game for starters. Truck browser, WS48, I'll just change that to the aero cab because I prefer it. And there is our skin, bam, done. Black bonnet, nice truck, simple stripes over the guards, and there you have it. That is how to skin the Western Star with Photoshop for ATS. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any questions or comments or something that you've seen that I could probably do better, feel free to leave a comment, or if you want to see a little bit more in depth, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.